Welcome to our deep dive on DeepSeek.
Yes.
It's this pretty incredible AI platform that's been making some serious waves
Yeah.
by, taking these mountains of data. I mean, just tons of it.
Right.
And somehow it manages to pull out these amazing insights.
Like you wouldn't believe.
We're talking about applications everywhere, like finance, healthcare, even art. I mean, it's wild.
It really is across the board.
Imagine, like, getting a glimpse into the future,
Yeah.
spotting trends before anyone else, or even, like, creating a whole new musical genre.
Absolutely.
That's the kind of power we're talking about with DeepSeek, and we're going to break it all down for you.
It is a total game changer. Think of it this way. DeepSeek is like having like a whole team of these superpowered detectives working on your data all the time.
I like that.
You can go through anything. Text, images, huge data sets, anything you could think of. And it finds these connections and patterns that would take us humans like forever to uncover.
So it's like Sherlock Holmes, but on steroids. And instead of solving crimes, it's cracking the code of data.
Exactly. And the best part is, it's not just limited to one specific field.
Right.
Everyone's using it, from, financial experts predicting the market to doctors diagnosing diseases way earlier than before.
Like, let's say you're a doctor, right? And you're trying to figure out what's going on with a patient based on their medical scans.
Mm-hmm.
DeepSeek can analyze thousands of similar scans like that in seconds.
Easy.
And spot these tiny patterns that we might miss.
Oh, absolutely. The human eye can't catch everything.
It's remarkable.
It really is. And it all comes down to this thing called deep learning, which is basically, it's a subset of AI that's modeled after our own brains.
So how does this deep learning thing actually work?
Yeah.
Is it like teaching a computer to think like us?
It's more like teaching it to learn like us. So think of a neural network. Like, imagine a team of those detectives we were talking about, but each one is specialized in a different kind of clue.
All right.
So one might be good at recognizing shapes, another at colors, and so on. And they all work together, passing information back and forth until they get, like, the whole picture.
So instead of detectives, DeepSeek has these algorithms, right?
Right.
And each one's looking for a specific pattern.
Exactly. And as DeepSeek analyzes more and more data, these algorithms just get better and better, more accurate,
Like a detective honing their skills.
Exactly, over time.
But DeepSeek can do more than just recognize patterns, right?
Right.
What else can it do with all that data?
It can predict future trends, for one.
Really?
Just by analyzing historical data.
So like predicting what the next fashion trend will be, or like what songs will be hits.
Exactly. And it's not just about what's going to be popular. DeepSeek can also, spot things that are out of place, like fraudulent transactions or potential security risks.
So it's like a security guard for your data, always watching for suspicious activity.
Pretty much.
That's pretty impressive. But what about creativity? You mentioned DeepSeek is used in the art world. How does that even work?
Think of DeepSeek as like an AI collaborator for artists and musicians.
Oh, okay.
It can generate these really cool visuals or compose complex melodies, even create completely new art forms that we haven't even thought of yet.
It's like having an AI muse to inspire you.
It is. It's blurring the lines between human creativity and AI. Pretty fascinating, huh?
Yeah, it really is. And I think that's what makes DeepSeek so groundbreaking, It's not just about the numbers or automating stuff. It's about expanding what's possible.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is mind-blowing when you think about how much DeepSeek is already changing things. But I guess with any really powerful tool, you got to think about how it's being used, right?
Absolutely. It definitely brings up some big questions about where technology is going and, what it all means for us.
I mean, we've all seen those movies where the AI goes rogue and takes over.
Right.
Is there any chance of that happening with DeepSeek, like making decisions that could actually harm people?
Well, it's important to remember that DeepSeek is ultimately a tool.
Okay.
It can't think on its own or decide to be evil or anything like that.
Right.
It's more like, a really complex instrument that has to be used responsibly.
So it's really up to us humans to make sure it's being used for good, right?
Exactly. And that means being really careful about, what data we feed it and what problems we ask it to solve.
It's like that old saying, garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect for this. The quality of the insights you get from DeepSeek totally depends on the data it learns from.
Makes sense.
Which is why it's so important to have diverse teams working on it, making sure it's trained on data that represents a wide range of perspectives.
So it's not just about the tech itself, it's about the people behind it.
Oh, absolutely. Building responsible AI means thinking about everything, from the algorithms to the ethics of the teams building and using it.
So we need to make sure DeepSeek is a force for good, not just another tool that could be misused.
Exactly. Harnessing this power,
Yeah.
this incredible power,
Yeah.
but always keeping those human values and ethics front and center.
So what are some specific ways we can make sure that happens, that DeepSeek is used responsibly?
Well, I think transparency is a big one. We need to know how DeepSeek works, what data it uses, how it makes its decisions.
So not just treating it like a black box, right?
Exactly. We got to be able to see what's going on under the hood,
Mm.
because that way we can spot any biases, address them before they become problems,
Right.
and build trust with the public too. Make sure everyone's accountable.
And besides transparency, what other measures can we put in place?
I think we need clear regulations and guidelines for how AI systems like DeepSeek are developed and used.
Oh, okay, yeah.
These guidelines should cover things like ethical considerations, data privacy, potential impacts on society.
It sounds like we need a whole new way of thinking about AI, like a whole new framework for how we govern it as it becomes more and more a part of our lives.
I think that's right. We're in uncharted territory here.
Yeah.
And these conversations are so important to have now as DeepSeek and other technologies like it keep evolving.
We don't want to get to a point where the technology is way ahead of our ability to use it wisely.
That's the challenge and the opportunity.
Mm.
We have this chance to really shape the future of AI, make sure it's a positive force in the world.
It's not too early to start thinking about the long-term implications.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's like when you build a house, you don't wait till the roof is on to start thinking about the foundation.
Right, right.
We need to lay the groundwork now for responsible AI to avoid those problems down the line.
So we've talked a lot about the potential risks, but let's look at the other side of the coin, What are some of the exciting ways DeepSeek could actually benefit humanity in the future?
Oh, the possibilities are really endless. I mean, imagine DeepSeek helping us tackle, the biggest challenges we face.
Mm-hmm.
Climate change, poverty, disease.
That would be incredible.
It could really change the world.
Can you give us some specific examples? Like, what could those solutions look like in practice?
Sure. Let's take climate change, for example.
Okay.
DeepSeek could analyze huge amounts of environmental data, to find patterns and trends that could help us predict and even mitigate the effects of climate change.
Okay.
It could help us develop more efficient renewable energy sources or optimize, transportation systems to reduce emissions.
Right.
So DeepSeek could be like a climate superhero, helping us save the planet.
Exactly. And in healthcare, imagine DeepSeek revolutionizing how we diagnose and treat diseases.
Yeah.
It could help us develop personalized medicine, so treatments are tailored to each person's unique genetic makeup. It could even help us identify potential health problems before they even show up,
leading to earlier interventions and better outcomes.
It's like having a personal health advisor that knows you better than you know yourself.
And then there's education. DeepSeek could create these personalized learning experiences,
Oh, wow.
tailoring content and pacing to each student's needs and learning style.
That would be amazing.
That can make education so much more engaging and effective, help students reach their full potential.
It sounds like DeepSeek could help us create a world where, everyone has access to quality education and healthcare.
That's the hope. And it's not just about solving the problems we have now.
Right.
DeepSeek could also unlock new possibilities, push the boundaries of what we know and what we can create.
Like discovering new scientific breakthroughs or creating completely new forms of art.
Exactly. Think of it as this catalyst for human ingenuity, helping us imagine and create things we never thought possible before.
So it's about using DeepSeek to build a better future for everyone.
That's exactly it. We need to approach AI with optimism, and focus on human well-being. If we can do that, the possibilities are truly limitless.
This has been, seriously eye-opening.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten a glimpse into this future where DeepSeek is just, woven into everything, helping us solve problems and create these amazing things. But I'm curious, what are some potential downsides we might face as DeepSeek gets, even more powerful?
That's a great question. And as its capabilities grow, so do the potential challenges.
Right.
One concern is, jobs. As DeepSeek automates more tasks that humans used to do,
Yeah.
we need to think about how to retrain people for the jobs of the future.
So it's not just about creating new technologies, but making sure everyone benefits.
Absolutely. The benefits of AI need to be shared equitably.
We can't leave anyone behind. That brings up another question, access. Will everyone have equal access to DeepSeek, or will it just be for the privileged few?
Yeah, that's a crucial point. We need to make sure DeepSeek is accessible to everyone, no matter their income or where they live. If not, we risk making existing inequalities even worse.
So it's about making AI a tool for good, for everyone.
Exactly. And that's going to take a real effort from governments, businesses, individuals
Yeah.
to make sure AI is developed and used in a way that benefits all of humanity.
This leads to another potential issue, human connection. As AI like DeepSeek gets more advanced, will it start to replace human interaction?
It's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
But I actually think AI can enhance human connection
Really?
if we use it the right way.
Okay, yeah.
Imagine using DeepSeek to connect with people from different cultures, break down language barriers, help people with shared interests connect.
So finding ways to use AI to actually make connections stronger.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between technology and human relationships.
We're at such a pivotal moment, We have the power to shape what AI becomes and how it impacts us.
It's both exciting and a little scary, knowing the choices we make now will have such a big impact.
It's a responsibility we all share. But after today's conversation, I'm feeling really optimistic about DeepSeek and its potential to make the world a better place. It's this tool that can help us solve problems, be more creative, and connect with each other in new ways.
I share your optimism.
Hmm.
DeepSeek really shows what humans can do,
Mm-hmm.
create tools that can improve our lives and the world. The key is to use it wisely, ethically, with a deep understanding of what it can do.
Well said. And on that note, let's just take a moment to imagine what the world could be like if we really use DeepSeek to its full potential. What do you see?
Ooh, that's a great exercise.
Yeah.
What do I see? I see a world where DeepSeek personalizes education so everyone can learn at their own pace in a way that works for them.
I like that.
I see doctors using DeepSeek to diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately so people live longer, healthier lives.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I see scientists using it to unlock the secrets of the universe,
Yeah.
making discoveries that benefit everyone. And I see artists and musicians pushing the boundaries of creativity with DeepSeek, creating art that inspires us in completely new ways.
It's a world where technology empowers us, not controls us.
Yes, where AI enhances our lives, not replaces our humanity.
It's definitely a future worth fighting for. But to get there, we need to keep having these conversations, ask those tough questions, and work together to make sure AI is used for good.
It's not just a job for scientists and engineers, it's a responsibility for all of us.
That's a powerful message. It's a call to action for everyone to step up and shape the future of AI.
And to make sure DeepSeek and everything it represents is used to create a brighter future for all.
It really is amazing to think about all the ways DeepSeek could change things in the years to come. As we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious, where do you see this technology going in the future?
Oh, it's fun to speculate about that. And
Yeah.
AI is moving so fast.
Yeah.
I think we can expect DeepSeek to become even more powerful and versatile. Imagine a future where it's just seamlessly a part of our lives, helping us with everyday tasks,
Yeah.
all the way up to making big decisions.
It's like having this AI companion who's always learning and adapting to what we need.
Exactly. And as it gets more intuitive,
Mm-hmm.
it could even anticipate our needs before we even say anything,
Oh.
learn our preferences, our habits, our goals, and then proactively suggest things or give us insights to help us live better lives.
So instead of us having to tell DeepSeek exactly what to do,
Right.
it could start to understand us on a deeper level, almost like a really close friend.
Yeah,
That's kind of freaky, but also really fascinating.
it is. It is. It really makes you think about what it means to be human,
Right.
in a world where AI is getting so smart.
Yeah,
If AI can do so much for us,
right.
what does that leave for us? What makes us unique and valuable?
It's a deep question, one we'll probably be wrestling with for a long time as AI becomes more advanced.
Absolutely.
But I think what makes us human is our creativity, our empathy, our ability to connect with each other in a real human way,
Yeah. I agree. AI can make us better, help us do more, but it can never replace what it truly means to be human.
Exactly. And as we go further into this AI-powered future,
Hmm.
it's important to remember that technology should be working for us, not the other way around. We've got to be aware of the risks, but also open to the amazing possibilities that AI like DeepSeek offers.
I think the key is to be curious, but also cautious. Explore what AI can do, but don't be afraid to ask the tough questions, you know? Demand transparency from the people who are building and using these systems. We got to make sure AI is used to create a future that works for everyone, not just a few.
Well said. This has been a fantastic deep dive into the world of DeepSeek. We've learned a lot from how it works to its potential impact, both good and bad. I feel like I have a much better grasp on just how much AI could shape our world.
It's been a pleasure talking about this with you. I hope our listeners are feeling inspired to think about how AI fits into their lives and what it all means for the future.
Before we go, I want to leave everyone with one final thought. What will your role be in shaping the future of AI? Will you be an advocate for responsible use? Will you explore its potential in your own work or life? Will you speak up for those who might be left behind as AI advances? The decisions we make now will determine what this technological revolution looks like. Let's make sure we choose wisely.
Remember, the future isn't set in stone. It's ours to create. So let's use the power of AI not just to solve problems, but to build a world that's fairer, more just, and more fulfilling for everyone.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into DeepSeek. Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep exploring. Until next time.